Hey everybody, Dan Fitzpatrick here, stockmarketmentor.com, and I want to talk about Coinbase today. Now, I was on CNBC talking about this stock just from a purely technical standpoint, and spoiler alert, my price target here is 430, and that's just simply a new all-time high. The way the stock's been going, I mean, this lost 92% of its market cap from the initial offering the first day when it hit 430 within change anyway, from that down to here. And during that time, of course, this was when Bitcoin was really, really high and then really, really low. And so this thing really got crushed. But then as Bitcoin kind of recovered, it's kind of like, oh my God, could things get any worse? I don't think they can. Then that's time for stocks to start moving up. And so that's kind of what happened here. There are earnings issues too. These are good issues because this company was hemorrhaging money. And then the bleeding started to wane a little bit, but it was still kind of leaky, like a leaky wound. And then suddenly last quarter, the fourth quarter 2023, I think they printed something like their last earnings report. They printed like a $1.04 in profits versus the prior quarter of a loss of 1 penny. So they had a big turnaround. And I may have the dates wrong, but the bottom line is they really put up a monster number. And now analysts are starting to raise the price targets on this. And you know what's going on with Bitcoin. It's up and down. And first it's like, oh, it's a new high, 72,000, 73,000 to the moon. And then it's down. Oh, now it's back down to 65,000. See, it's tulips, all you idiots, you're going to lose all your money. That's just the way a currency like this goes. It's a new, it's a new asset class basically, and it's going to be really, really volatile. But generally speaking, the trend is higher. And so we're seeing this with Coinbase. What I want to show you here, though, real quick, is this reversal, because this is kind of a classic inverse head and shoulder pattern, though you can really draw it in a couple different ways. First of all, we get lower lows right here. This one, and then this one, and then the next one's the higher low right here. And so I'm looking at this as this is the left shoulder, this is the head, and then this is the right shoulder, a higher low. And then, but here's the deal. So where are you going to draw the lines? You're supposed to draw the lines in between the I gotta stop this. Sorry about that. My phone was talking to me and I didn't like what it was having to say. Anyway, so you can draw the line. What you want to do is draw it in between the two peaks that are on either side of these circles. So left shoulder, head, what was the highest price in between these? That would be this right here. And then head, right shoulder, what was the highest price in between these? That would be like right here. And so if this is the correct head and shoulder pattern, then this would be where the breakout is. And even if we do it this way, it works because you've got the breakout above this neckline here, and then what's called a throwback, where the price goes up and then it comes down and actually tests the neckline, and that test was passed. And then of course, now it's off to the races. Okay. The other way that you could really draw it is, and it just kind of makes more sense to me, is I look at this as this highest high, which makes this kind of a complex thing here. You could even say, well, then that means that this is the right shoulder. So at some point you got to say, you know what? I think this thing's just deformed. It's got a little Quasimodo action going. Maybe it's got a couple of right shoulders, but the bottom line is, whichever way you're doing it, if you're doing it this way or this way, the resistance line is broken. And again, either way, you get a breakout and then a retest of this. So prior resistance, once broken, becomes support. Do it back here. Prior resistance, once broken, becomes support. So either way you want to look at this, Coinbase has done a major reversal here. And you can look at it and say, well, duh, it's obvious. Right, I agree with you. But to me, what else is obvious is, given the fact that Bitcoin and crypto in general, like you look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, the big three, you look at what's going on there. And this is the bank that everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people's need to go through. It's the exchange of preference, so to speak. So as crypto heats up, I think you're going to see this stock come closer and closer to the 430 mark. And I suggest that you be there. All right. That's all I got to say. I'll see you guys next time.